today we are ready for Reader's Workshop, and we have been reading The Rainbow Fish. So I'm getting that up on our screen right now. Okay. We spent a few days, today is day 4 on The Rainbow Fish, and yesterday we learned some sight words. We learned I, see, and the. And remember, those are words that we can read without sounding out the letters. And yesterday we read this book, which we'll also take a look at again today. However, today we are going to answer some comprehension questions. And comprehension means that you understand what is read to you or what you read. And that's basically what reading is. Reading is finding meaning in print. So authors write stories for reasons, for us to learn something. And so this story, we learned quite a few things. We were learning about friendship. We learned about different parts of the fish, but it's also important for us to think about the events that happen and really do some deep thinking about why. So we have some specific questions. That means certain questions that I want you to think about today as you're listening to the story. And so as we read today, you are going to wonder and think, where did the rainbow fish live? Who was the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean? What did the rainbow fish's scales look like? Which fish asked rainbow fish for a shiny scale? And how did the rainbow fish feel when the blue fish asked for a scale? So let's look at those questions one by one. When you answer these questions, some of them have a kind of a right and a wrong answer, like a fact. For instance, where did the rainbow fish live? We can answer that question probably without looking at the book. Did he live in the ocean or on land?
On the ocean.
In the ocean, right? That's a fact. That's not.
Me too, teacher, and the ocean time too.
Yes. And so that's a fact. We can't change that. We can't think about our own opinion. However, this next question, who is the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean?
Rainbow fish?
Some people might think it's the rainbow fish, and other people might think it's the other fish. But the rainbow fish thought he was the most beautiful. Now there's another question too. What did the rainbow fish's scales look like?
Rainbow.
Were they shiny or
Rainbow.
were they dull?
Shiny?
They were shiny. Yep, they were sparkly. And which fish asked the rainbow fish for a shiny scale?
The blue fish?
The little blue fish, right?
The blue fish.
Yep. And then at the end, how did the rainbow fish feel? Or actually not at the end, but at the beginning. How did the rainbow fish feel when the blue fish asked for the scale?
He is happy.
Well, that's a question that maybe we need to review. So we're going to listen to questions. We already know where the rainbow fish lived. We have our opinion on which fish is the most beautiful. So maybe we'll stop and you can choose which one you like the best. We know what the rainbow fish's scales look like, and we know who asked for the fish, and then we can, or for the scale, and then we can discuss what we think the rainbow fish was feeling when he was asked to give his scale away. So have those questions in your mind. I will stop the story every now and then so that we can talk about it.
Welcome to my channels. Subscribe for more books read aloud. The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean.
So the author right there said that the rainbow fish was the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. So that is what the author thinks and what the author wants you to think. However, you can choose whichever fish you think is the most beautiful.
His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. "Come on, Rainbow Fish," they would call. "Come and play with us." But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales shimmer. One day, a little fish followed after him. "Rainbow Fish," she called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They are so wonderful, and you..."
So who asked the rainbow fish for scales?
The blue fish.
Yes, this little blue fish. Well, this fish has some blue and some purples and green. I find this fish beautiful too. I
Okay.
think it's lovely, even though it doesn't have shimmering scales.
The blue fish.
You have so many. "You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me."
So one of our questions was, how did the rainbow fish feel when the little fish asked for the scale? Let's watch again to see action. That means what the rainbow fish did after the little fish asked for the scale.
I don't remember.
"My special scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." "Shh."
So how was the rainbow fish?
Mad.
Kind of mad. Like, kind of wondering, why would you ask me for
Choose
what my
me.
Hmm.
So
he was uncomfortable. He did not like that. And yes, it came off as being mean, didn't it?
The little blue fish
mean.
then told all his friends what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow.
Rainbow fish.
Turned away when he swam by.
Well, now, one question that they didn't ask, that wasn't asked before, was how did the other fish feel about the rainbow fish not sharing?
Why is there?
Were they happy about him not sharing?
No.
No, that made them not want to spend time with him. I have a friend that has noise in the background. We turn off your speaker so we can keep going with the story.
As love with no one to admire them. Now he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the stars. "I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me?" "I can't answer that for you," said the starfish. "But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus."
Did you hear Rainbow Fish's question? He said, "I'm the most beautiful fish in the sea. Why doesn't anybody like me?" Do we like people just because of what they look like?
No.
We like people because of how they behave, how they act, and if they are kind or not. If they're beautiful or pretty, that's kind of nice to look at, but that doesn't mean that's a reason why you should like them. It's about how they are, the kind of person or fish they are.
What if you can help you? The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. Then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare, and the octopus emerged from the darkness. "I have been waiting for you," said the octopus with a deep voice. "The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. The glittering scale each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy." "I can't," the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. "Give away my scales? My beautiful shining scales? Never. How could I ever be happy without them?" Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish back. "I just want one little scale." The rainbow fish wavered. Only one very, very small shimmery scale, he thought. Well, maybe I wouldn't miss just one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much. The little blue fish bubbled playfully as he tucked the shiny scale in among his blue one. A rather peculiar feeling came over the rainbow fish. For a long time, he watched the little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glittering in the water. The little blue fish whizzed through the ocean with his scale flashing, so it didn't take long before the rainbow fish was surrounded by the other fish. Everyone wanted a glittering scale. The rainbow fish shared his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became.
You know what delighted means?
Shiny?
Well, that's a good guess. Delighted means, I need someone to turn off their speaker, please. I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick check right now and do that. There we go. We figured that one out. Okay. So delighted means that you're very happy. Okay? So he felt delighted. He felt happy. Let's keep
The
reading.
water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home among the other fish. Finally, the rainbow fish had only one shining scale left, his most prized possession given away. Yet he was very happy. Come on, rainbow fish, they called. Come and play with us. Here I come, said the rainbow fish, and happy as a splash, he swam off to join his friends. The end.
Okay. So we were able to stop during our reading and ask some questions. And that's something that good readers do. When they read, they stop and they think. They can look. Oh, Hamza, turn your camera off, please. Thank you. So that you understand what you are reading or what's being read to you. That's why we read books more than once, because we can find a lot of things each time we read a story in a book that maybe we did not see before. So let's take a look today at what you're going to be doing. So today when you're working in Seesaw, you're going to notice some sight words and use the pictures to help you understand the text. So when you go to your slide today, the yellow activity for reading is back on. Okay, and that's what I'm actually going to ask you to do today for part of your independent reading. So you are going to click on your slide when you go to independent reading, and you're going to click on the reading activity. Okay, I'm trying to get to this, but this is in the way. I'll just go ahead and click here. Okay, so this is what it looks like for today. We're looking at the same book as we did yesterday. Right, it's called Look at Fish. And what I'm asking you to do in your directions is to, we have all of the pages in the book here, and you are going to choose a writing tool and a color. And for each page, you are going to touch the words underneath as you read. You can also turn on your microphone and read to me like this. I see, oops, let me get that again. I see, oh, I want a better marker. I see the I. There are dots underneath that one already.
I see that.
I see the I. Then we have I see the, use the picture, fins.
I see the fin.
Yeah, next page. What is this pointing to?
Now?
Mouth. And we know those words. I,
Oh, no, I don't see that balance. Only pass the
mouth.
No.
I know.
Okay?
On their own.
And so that is what I want you to do today during your
I see
independent
a mouse. Mom.
okay?
Look at that one.
So friends, you can turn your cameras on if you